She was a woman born in the 1400s.
She was a Renaissance woman living in a time when women, they weren't allowed to do much.
I think she was a woman very alert to her time, very in touch with the suffering in Italy.
She served the needs of the people. So she took care of orphans, she taught children, she helped to nurse victims of syphilis, and she was in general a very holy person, a person who loved God very, very much.
Angela is a woman of the country, a woman that gathered other poor women and wealthy women into an order of prayer and service.
She was considered radical for that time. Women had few, if any, rights. They could be married or they could be cloistered. She came up with a third way.
She formed what she called a company. She never intended it to be a religious congregation. And she taught them how to love God in a way that freed them to love other people.
She inspired other women, I think, just by who she was. She took the risks and accepted the challenges of doing things that women didn't do.
She told them, the beautiful Italian, siate piacevole, be like a piazza, be open like that, so people can come and go into your life and into your heart, and you will take care of them.
And so that's what happened with Angela. She drew other women to herself because of the way she lived, because of her concern for other people, because of her connection with the Holy One, and her outstanding belief that God loved everyone. No one was beyond God's vision or sight or touch. You know, basically I think that's who Angela was.
We didn't do a lot of talking about Angela.
When I entered, Angela was not emphasized.
All I knew about Angela was the prayer we said in high school all the time. St. Angela, watch over the days of our youth. St. Ursula, protect our future. That's really all I knew.
In more recent years, we've learned a lot about her life.
And Vatican II told us to go back to our foundress, to the founding charism.
Her message does resonate with us across the ages.
We live in challenging times today. And I think that challenge from Angela, you know, to go and to do.
Today, I pray over her writings, her counsels often. As a matter of fact, I was doing that this morning. She was sure of God. That is so clear in her writings, how she was sure of God and what God wanted her to do.
She had a gift.
Very sensible type of person.
But she was so in touch with the presence of God in the ordinary.
She was always open to different ways of looking at things and different ways of doing things.
It's out of that rootedness in God that we are able to reach out to the world's needs. Some of her writings don't apply to our culture today, but I think it's the deep spiritual wisdom that she gives us that is her greatest gift to us.
We're built on the shoulders of the ones who came before us.
She said she'd always be with us.
I'm on the shoulders of Angela.
The charism, word for word, is a contemplative love of God, resulting in an openness and eagerness to serve the needs of others.
Expression of charism, putting words to what we are, is important, is valuable, and I love it. But it's, but it's like, how do we live it out then?
I think it's something that Sacred Heart really represents and really showcases. It's not just a phrase that, gets thrown around left and right.
I think the coolest thing about it is that there's a piece of it in everybody. As a society, we need some people who can really be introspective and contemplative. And then we need people who are more open and eager, who can connect to the outside world and really act on the spirituality. And to be able to have both of those pieces of contemplation and acting on contemplation, I think that's the ideal that we're all striving towards.